Hello and what is going on, lovely people of the internet? It is Hoop Money here with another video for you guys today. Today we're going to be talking about what was a pretty rough day with MP, and we're going to be talking about whether you should buy, sell, or hold your MP Materials stock. So it was actually down big time today. We're going to be getting into that later. But if you guys are new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We'll be giving updates on the stock in the future. And if you guys enjoy this type of content, make sure you hit the like button down below. And that's going to be it for now. And we're going to get right into this review. So this news actually hit us yesterday at around 4 p.m. I let today play out just to see what would happen to the stock before making a video on this. So as you can see, this stock is down 18% today, and then it's down another 2% after hours. So you guys may be worried if you're a shareholder in this company. I'm not too worried. This is something that was to be expected with a company like this. Any growing company, they're gonna do offerings, and it's just a part of the road, and the stock price will take a hit because of it. However, this news is not entirely bad. There were two different offerings. We're gonna get right into that right now. So the first one is we're gonna give you guys the decent news first. So this one, MP Materials announced a proposed secondary public offering of common stock by selling stockholders. So what this basically does is it adds to the float of the company. Let's say they had 100 million in float. Now they might have 110 million in float. They're offering 8 million shares. So they're going to add an extra 8 million shares to the float. But this is not going to increase the number of shares outstanding of the company. So you won't be getting that dilution that you're thinking of through this secondary public offering. Basically what this is doing is people who are insiders of the company, they are going to be selling their shares. They're not going to be adding additional shares from this offering. However, some of the initial investors are going to be capitalizing on the run-up that we've seen in MP Materials stock. So that is one reason for concern from this, although in the grand scheme of things, they're not adding shares. The shares are the same, just people want to capitalize on the raised stock price. The unfortunate part about this is that this offering is not actually going to raise additional capital for the company, so they won't be able to use these proceeds into investing in their company. So that can be a reason for concern for you guys. But, you know, in the end, this was expected to happen. This is what's happening with basically every company that's been going public lately. They're doing direct offerings so that their initial shareholders can get out of the company. And, you know, I don't blame them. If your stock that you own, since it was maybe $5 a share, runs up to $40 a share, then yeah, you're going to want to capitalize on that, and you're going to want to take some profits. I would too. So it makes sense. Not my favorite thing to see, but you know, we expected this to happen. This happens all the time. The next offering they did was, so MP Materials announced a proposed green convertible senior notes offering. So let's just read through this real quick. It's a little bit more tricky to understand than the other one, but let's just get through this. So MP Materials Corp, MP Materials, or the company today, announced that it plans to offer, subject to market and other conditions, $500 million principal amount of its green convertible senior notes due 2026 through a private offering to qualified institutional buyers. So what this is going to be doing is they are going to be essentially selling bonds to institutional buyers, and these bonds will be convertible into stock. So these bonds will turn into equity. That's why it says due 2026, because it is it has a time limit. It's like a bond. MP Materials expects to grant the initial purchasers an option to purchase exercisable within 30-day period immediately following the pricing date of the offering, up to an additional 75 million principal amount of notes. The notes will be a senior unsecured obligations of MP Materials, and interest will be payable semi-annually in arrears on April 1st and October 1st each year. The notes will mature on April 1, 2026 unless earlier converted. So like I said, this is like a bond offering. So there's going to be interest payments every half year, and then they're going to be due on 2026, but these bonds can be converted into equity at any time in between. So with an offering like this, it's kind of like diluting shares without actually diluting shares, because they are going to be issuing additional shares. However, they are not going to be converted right away. So this is not as scary as you think it is, because it's going to be happening gradually over time until 2026. So here's the light at the end of the tunnel. MP Materials intends to allocate an amount equal to the net proceeds from the offering of the notes to existing or future investments. So they are going to be using this money to invest in future green projects in the company. So this is actually really good, because we like to see the company investing in themselves. They aren't going to be taking this money and pocketing it like the other offering. They're actually going to be using this money to improve their company. So if there is going to be an offering like this that does dilute shareholders or does take away equity from us, the retail shareholders, we do want to see them investing in the company. So you're probably asking yourself right now, should I buy or sell my stock? And this is what I'm going to tell you right now. So as you see, it was trading in this channel and it was pretty solid uptrend right here. It broke down right here. It's kind of in between. I can see it going back down to $30 in the midterm. And yeah, I mean, if you guys do believe in MP Materials and you think it's going to be basically going up, I made an entire video on this before, so make sure you click the link. I'm going to just leave it on screen right now, and I basically went over whether you should buy this stock, what the risk of buying this stock, and what to look forward to when buying this stock. So definitely watch that video before you make this decision. However, I think just looking at this from a technical standpoint, it could drop down to 30 before finding support. And overall, I don't think this is the worst thing that could have happened. The worst thing that could have happened is that they just offloaded a bunch of shares and that was that. They're not even going to invest in the company. That's the worst thing that can happen. That's something that would happen with maybe like a fraudulent company or just a company that doesn't really care about their shareholders. I think MP Materials does want to actually do something for their shareholders, because Molycorp, which was another publicly traded business that was at the Mountain Pass mine before, they went bankrupt. So MP Materials doesn't want to do that. They want to have their shareholders be happy with them. They want to make money. They want to do this the best way possible. So I think that this isn't the worst thing to worry about, but just pay attention, because there's no real support or resistance that we're working with here, so it could keep dropping, but I think 30 is where they're going to find support according to this chart. That all being said, it does hurt to see a stock you own go down about 20% in a day, and I understand, I get it. I'm there with you, and that's why it's important to diversify your portfolio into many different stocks, so you're not losing 20% of your entire portfolio in a day. If all you do is own MP Materials, then you're subject to these huge losses, and no one likes to see that. So going forward, I implore you to basically diversify your portfolio, learn about other sectors of the stock market, figure out how to protect your investments from huge downfalls like this, and you will do very well investing in the stock market. You can also subscribe to this channel, because I go over different stocks every day. So if you would like to get an idea of different stocks to add to your portfolio, definitely subscribe to this channel and you will figure this out. That all being said, I'm going to repeat this. Time is your biggest asset when being in the stock market. So just because we lost 20% today doesn't mean a year from now we won't be up 100%. So you just have to keep that in mind going forward. Don't freak out over a little thing that happens in the stock market. Just make sure you're diversified. Make sure you're not investing more than you're willing to lose. And make sure you check out my MP Materials video, because I do discuss the risk involved with which there are a few risk involved with investing in this company. So I personally wouldn't put all my wealth into this company myself. However, you do you. I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is just my opinions on what's going on with this stock right now, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have not already invested in the stock market, you can sign up using the link below. You can sign up for WeBull, where if you deposit $100, you get 2 free stocks. Each of these stocks can be valued up to $1,600 a stock, and it's basically free money. You can get a stock of Google, Amazon for free just by depositing. That's going to be it for the video today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned something about direct offerings. This was a hard one. This was a tough pill to swallow, but we're going to get through that together. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you like the video. Do all that stuff, and that's going to be it. Peace!